And it's just like another excuse to stay at Robyn's house. Sorry.
Robyn makes it convenient for me to be there. She, enforces my relationship or reinforces my relationship with my children.
Okay, see you guys later.
See ya.
Have fun.
Bye.
Congratulations on your new...
In season 17, Kody Brown couldn't make it more obvious if he tried. It's clear that Robyn, often referred to as Goblin, is the favorite wife, mainly because she handled all how insecure must a guy be to need a woman who just agrees with him all the time. Yawn. That's what kills me about Kody. I'm not even sure he loves Robyn. She's convenient for him, and she serves him like his #1 customer. But what does he love about her as a person? Really, what's the appeal? And in one of his charming little arguments with Janelle, he straight up told her that she could have a relationship with him like Robyn's if she'd just obey him. Yeah, a hard no from Janelle on that one. He's basically just looking for a personal cheerleader, someone to cater to his every whim and call it love. It's ridiculous because Robyn's not even nice to him on camera. She straight up bullies him. And I'm not just talking about recently. This has been going on since they started talking about moving back to Utah. Janelle nailed it when she said Kody and Robyn have a superficial relationship. A real marriage? That's supposed to challenge each other, help each other grow. Conflict in a marriage isn't the end of the world, but Kody and Robyn have this childish, fairy tale view of what a marriage should be. Convenient isn't how I'd describe life with a spouse and kids. But it's the perfect word for Kody's mentality. Sure, everyone wants a comfortable, functional home. But running a household means you have to work at it. Kody had 4 wives, 4 households, and he dropped the ball. Not because he was overwhelmed, but because he just got lazy with his honeymoon wife. We've got so much to dive into today, so let's not waste any time. Let's jump straight into it. Hey everyone, what's up? It's Elena here, and welcome back to my channel Reality Nexus X. The real headline this season: Kody's estrangement from nearly all of his original kids, and the few who still talk to him, they've set clear boundaries. But instead of digging into that juicy reality, the one-on-one session is stuck rehashing his failed marriages. This is season 17 stuff. The focus should absolutely be on his epic parenting fail. After that montage where all the wives basically spell out that Kody's an angry, changed man, there was a golden opportunity to ask him why he's dropped the ball as a father. Sure, his ego's bruised over the polygamy thing, but failing as a father to over 13 kids, that's on a whole other level of shame. They could have rolled the tapes on early Kody, the guy who waxed poetic about how much he valued his kids, and asked him, what happened? Why haven't you owned up to repairing those relationships? Not knowing half of his grandkids would have been a perfect follow-up. And let's not forget about the glaring regrets, like not helping Isabel with her surgery, or never bothering to see Savannah. But Kody loves to play the blame game, so why does he constantly point the finger at Christine when it's Janelle's kids who really shut him out? He was quick to declare himself the loving, ever-present dad in those early years. But the truth is, that image doesn't exactly line up with his actual behavior. If I were Suki or TLC, I'd be hammering him on this. Honestly, one of the most cringeworthy moments of the season was Janelle calling him out for ignoring Savannah at Christmas. His stuttering, deer-in-the-headlights reaction was a mic drop that didn't even get the follow-up it deserved. That was the moment he realized the game was over. Let's not even get into the horrible things he said about his own kids, calling them assholes and mocking their struggles. It's mind-blowing how someone can spew such venom about their own flesh and blood. Pressing him on his failures as a father wouldn't change anything. He might toss in a few "I could have done betters," but ultimately, it'll be a blame-shifting masterclass where the mothers, the kids, and everyone else except Kody takes the fall. The thing is, when Suki mentions the kids being involved, she's talking about the real consequences. The mothers, except Robyn, of course, don't want to dive back into this toxic territory any more than it's already been aired. As much as I love watching Kody squirm, I get why it's probably better for the family to avoid that ugly conversation. The damage he could do would definitely outweigh the entertainment value. I see you, Suki. Okay, I know we've been bouncing back and forth, but I actually think Suki is pulling it off. It's like a slow burn, lots of playing clueless, but I'm finally starting to appreciate how she's building up these questions, acting all shocked as she moves from person to person. We might need that long, drawn-out tell-all to really get the full picture, though. The moment it really clicked for me, when she asked Robyn about the personality test and pretended to be all confused. You know she's full of it, but she just keeps playing dumb. And honestly, it's hilarious watching her do it while everyone just goes along with it. Yes, the little eyebrow raises and that, oh really? I'm living for it. She's setting them up left and right, and they're too clueless to even realize it. Also, how about that moment when Suki didn't even bother offering Robyn any tissues? She didn't even put any near her. Robyn had to lean across the table and grab them herself. That's just next level petty, and I'm here for it. Now, look, I'd love to see someone go full-on confrontational, but I get it. Suki's taking the give them enough rope approach. The more Kody talks, the more he just sounds mentally checked out. And with Robyn, she's basically putting on a masterclass in living in a world of lies. Is it just me, or is Robyn's crying routine getting seriously tired? Like, is she physically capable of making it through a single conversation without tearing up, or at least pretending to? Honestly, someone get this woman a good therapist. So now we're supposed to believe she's devastated at the idea of not living polygamy, that this is what's going to push her to finally leave Kody. Come on, does she really think anyone's buying that? Because I'm not. And let's talk about those tears. Were there any? I saw the usual dramatic dabbing, sniffles, a lot of squinting and blotting, but not one actual tear, not a single one. If she were truly crying, that'd be something, but it's all performance. Honestly, I think Robyn needs more help than another tissue. And let's not ignore that she seems to be passing this crying behavior on. Did you catch her daughter on the confessional couch? Same act, crying about this strained relationship with the original kids. It's like Robyn taught her this emotional sleight of hand, tears as strategy, not sincerity. It's less about pain and more about control. So Mykelti just announced she's stepping back from her LuLaRoe LLR business for her mental health and to focus on family, of course. Very noble, but don't worry, she immediately encouraged everyone to check out her Patreon instead. Because nothing says prioritizing your well-being like asking people to pay for a monthly subscription where you have to be even more personal and constantly post content to keep those dollars rolling in. Let's be honest. Stepping back from LLR really means she's making more money on Patreon and doesn't want to juggle both. And honestly, have any of them not stepped away from LLR at this point? I wouldn't be surprised if the documentary exposure tanked their sales. The only one I'm unsure about is Mary. Does she still try to sell that stuff? Christine's definitely out, and with business likely suffering, good riddance. That company should have folded ages ago. As for Mykelti, she and Tony are now pushing Plexus every other post. It's probably more lucrative, and it keeps things in the family, since her mom Christine, Maddie, and Janelle are all in on it. So why not keep the pyramid scheme in the family, right? And let's not forget her Patreon fanbase, who cheer her on with gems like Speak Your Truth and Ignore the Haters. It's a cozy little bubble where she gets validation and a paycheck. But let's call it what it is. This isn't about mental health. It's about mental comfort. Big difference. Isn't it fascinating how so many people absolutely love Christine but can't stand Mykelti? I mean, rewatch the show. It's glaringly obvious that Mykelti is basically Christine 2.0. Loud, immature, fun-loving, a little flaky, and constantly craving attention. Which, let's be honest, makes sense in a polygamous family where attention is split 6 ways from Sunday. Both Christine and Mykelti aren't exactly strangers to making dramatic, and occasionally false, statements just to stir the pot. Yet Christine gets a free pass while Mykelti gets side-eyed. Why? Maybe it's the delivery. Christine, despite her flaws, and there are a few, tends to communicate more clearly and with a dash of charm. Whether you agree with her or not, she knows how to get her point across. Mykelti, on the other hand, often comes off less like she's speaking her truth and more like she's stomping her feet, demanding to be heard. There's a difference between fighting for your voice and expecting everyone to listen just because you're talking. And let's talk about Tony. Is it even possible to separate Mykelti from him? Because he's a lot. The cringe, the rudeness, the weird pride in being contrarian. It's a package deal, and not exactly an endearing one. Maybe it's guilt by association, but watching the two of them together feels like sitting through a secondhand embarrassment marathon. It's not that I hate Mykelti, she just irritates me. She seems to think manipulation is a personality trait, constantly serves up half-baked opinions as gospel, and dishes out medical advice she has zero business giving. Christine has her annoying moments too, don't get me wrong, but somehow she pulls it off with a wink and a sense of purpose, especially when she's calling Kody out. That's a universal fan-favorite move right there. Ultimately, Christine has mastered her roles, whether it's nurturing mom, insecure wife, or empowered ex. She fits into the narrative the audience expects and enjoys. Mykelti? She's unpredictable and uninterested in playing the part. It makes her feel less like a relatable character and more like a walking attention magnet. And when she says things like postpartum depression is just a cry for attention, yeah, that's not just unrelatable, it's downright offensive. At the end of the day, maybe the difference is simple. Christine plays the game. Mykelti doesn't even know there is a game. And in reality TV, that makes all the difference. Robyn's biggest issue? She wasn't there from the beginning, and she's never gotten over it. I honestly think it eats her alive that the family has this deep-rooted history she wasn't a part of. Every time they reminisce about the good old days, she's not just left out, she's seething with envy. That cringy line, "It feels like destiny, like we should have all been together from day one," says it all. Translation: she can't stand the fact that life existed before she showed up. And let's be real, creating MSOC wasn't just about making money. She truly believed it would skyrocket to success, saving the family financially and earning her the role of family saviorum. You know, the one they'd all grovel before in eternal gratitude. Spoiler alert, that didn't exactly pan out. Also, are we sure she wasn't technically there from the start? I mean, I've seen that hilariously awkward family portrait of young Kody photoshopped with her kids as toddlers. That was something. And let's not forget how fast she pushed for her kids to call Kody dad. It's like she was trying to rewrite history in real time, scrub the past clean and insert herself retroactively, like a badly written prequel. Honestly, she always seemed haunted by the fact that she's not some born and bred polygamist royalty. No generations deep family line, no roots in the lifestyle. It clearly bugs her. And when her jewelry business tanked, predictably, did she pivot or try to find some other way to contribute? Of course not. She doubled down on doing absolutely nothing. Except maybe waiting for the worship that never came. Wait. So the girl Christine supposedly made Kody give up, is that the same one he and Miri decided wasn't a spiritual match? Now he's bringing her up like she was the one that got away? What exactly is this supposed to accomplish? Because from what we've always been told, the other wives had a say in who joined the family. So was it a mutual decision, or Christine single-handedly sabotaging his love life? Twice? Let me get this straight. Kody is now claiming Christine, who, by the way, he never loved, stopped him from marrying the love of his life before he married Christine, and then stopped him again afterward, all while he's only ever truly loved Robyn. Sure, that all totally adds up. At this point, Kody and Robyn are clearly just flinging whatever half-baked narratives they can think of at the OG3, hoping something sticks. It's transparent damage control, and it's not working. These attempts to rehab their image are so painfully obvious it's almost funny. And let's not gloss over this little detail. That girl? She was a minor when Kody and Miri started mentoring her. Let's call it what it was, grooming. But Kody, in his desperation to drag Christine, ends up implicating himself instead. Brilliant strategy, really. If this all leads to some cringy commitment ceremony between him and Robyn, I'm done. With the show, with TLC, all of it. Read the room, TLC. We're not buying what they're selling. Robyn didn't exactly have the best opinion of Kody sleeping with the other women. When he stopped being intimate with Christine, claiming it was due to her behavior, it was pretty clear what had happened. Robyn must have spent endless hours whining about how horrible and terrible Christine was, probably painting her as the villain in every conversation. So Kody, ever the obedient husband, withholds affection from Christine because apparently she wasn't groveling to Robyn enough. It's beyond cruel. It also shows just how much control Robyn has over him. Seriously, the guy has a ring in his nose, and she's leading him around like a trained puppy. I've never seen a man with less self-control. She gets him from point A to point B with a single touch. And let's be real, Kody and Robyn probably had their little secrets from the start. I can totally picture him venting to her about how special she was, while he trashed the other wives and probably complained about being intimate with them. TLC really missed the boat here. What they need is a show called Ex-Sister Wives. Tell all. Imagine this. The ex-wives watch the show from the very beginning and spill all the real tea, the juicy stuff as they remember it. Oh, and wouldn't it be epic if they could all reunite? OG3, reconciled, sitting on a couch sipping wine, letting it all hang out. Honestly, I can already picture the drama. Now, here's the catch. As fun as that would be, it could go terribly wrong. Like, it's one of those ideas that's both brilliant and totally awful at the same time. I mean, do we really want them rehashing old wounds? Some things are better left in the past, right? But hey, TLC should hire the 90-Day Fiancé Pillow Talk crew to host this mess. You know they'd bring the right amount of sass and commentary. Let me know what you think in the comments. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you in the next video. Take care and much love to you all.